Hi, this is Sherry at Half-Pint Homestead, and this is the July garden barrel video. Here's the progress of the garden barrels in July, and I decided to do this video in the morning so that you all could see kind of how much shade we have. And if you'll look, see, we have all these trees. So these barrels actually only get maybe 3 hours to 3.5 hours of sun every day. And this is the one that gets the most sun. It's furthest from the trees. And as you can see, my tomatoes are doing well. I've been picking tomatoes all along. Next year, I'm gonna figure out some way to stake them up. I may build a PVC frame or something, but not because it really hurts the tomato plants to be down, but because it makes it hard to mow and I want to keep my place tidy. I also have some broccoli. Now this is a sprouting type broccoli. It's an open pollinated broccoli. It doesn't make a huge head like the hybrids do, one huge head. It makes a small head, you cut it off, and then it shoots out all these side shoots, so you have kind of a continuous harvest. We don't eat a whole head of broccoli at once, so there's really no reason for us to have the hybrid type. My basil is still growing strong. I keep cutting it, and it just grows back. This is Boxwood Basil, so it has, and here's a finished bean plant. So the beans are about done again. I have done 2 harvests of beans so far, and I might plant for a 3rd. And then here's some little peppers. These are a little jalapeno type pepper, just a tiny little pepper. So this tomato plant doesn't look very happy. I don't know if it just doesn't like where it's at or it's too crowded. So here's some more tomato plants, and this is that blue jade corn. I don't know if I'm actually gonna get anything out of it or not, but it doesn't hurt to try. I'll probably let it go for another 6 weeks or so, and if I don't really see any progress, then I'll pull it out and put some more soil in, because as you can see, the soil has definitely fallen, and then put something in the top like lettuce or spinach, cool weather crops. Some more tomatoes. I need to pick tomatoes today, but I left them on so you all could see them. Another tomato down here. So there's a broccoli on that side. It hasn't really headed out much, but I don't want everything at the same time. One thing that you need to realize when you use open pollinated seeds, they have a lot of genetic varieties, so they're gonna be different. They're not like a hybrid where all the plants are the same. There's a lot of variety, so you're gonna have different ripening dates and different growth rates and even different looking fruit sometimes, which is not necessarily a bad thing. So now here's the strawberries. Pretty much all they're doing right now is just putting out runners. I clip them off because I don't want runners. These are Ozark Beauties, so this is a everbearing variety, so I should get another crop of strawberries out of it this fall sometime. I don't know when. And then it'll be interesting to see my yields the second year. These are just first year plants, and it should bear a lot better the second year, so I'm kind of excited about that. I have carrots up here, and I've been picking carrots. They're a little tangled up here. See what we can do here. So here's a good sized carrot. So that's just a regular carrot. And then I have purple carrots here. They're not as big yet. Let's get this mess out of the way. So these are purple carrots. They're orange inside. They just have a purple skin. They're real pretty. It's supposed to be high in, I don't know, beta carotene or something, but I just eat them for the food anyway. So, and then these are little, like a little baby carrot, round carrot kind. Let's see. Yeah, so they don't get very long. They just are a round, pretty little salad kind of carrot. If you have rocky soil, which obviously that's not an issue in these little carrots are great because they don't have to compete with the rocks. So something to think about. And again, this is an open pollinated variety. And then the second strawberry barrel, not much going on. Next year I won't have any in the top because I'd rather just have root vegetables in the top. Turnips maybe. I miss having turnips, so. And then this is the last barrel. Now this barrel maybe gets 2 hours of sunlight a day. So it is definitely kind of a shady area. And I do have some tomatoes. So it's not that you can't grow tomatoes or these sun-loving plants in the shade. It's just that, you know, you're not going to get the kind of fruit bearing, you know, I probably would have 10 tomatoes on this right now if it was in the sun, so instead of 2. But, you know, you take what you can get. And then the corn's doing a little better in this one, but still I don't really see a lot of potential there. Some more beans, and this is the second crop of beans on this one too. It goes a little slower because it's in the shade. And we've got some more broccoli. Here's one that has a small head. The cabbage worms, as you can see, had a heyday with my broccoli before I got them dusted with the diatomaceous earth. So, and then this one I need to pick today because it's getting ready to flower. And while I think flowers are pretty, it's not really what broccoli's for. So once I cut this top head, all of these little, down here, these little axils, see how it'll look like this. See, it'll put little shoots out from here, which I like the shoots better, so. And then, of course, there's Swiss chard that we've been eating all along. It's really likes it up there. I might do beets instead of Swiss chard next year, and then I'd have the beets when I was done harvesting the leaves, because it's always good to have more than one thing. And another tomato, just a little guy. Some more tomatoes down there. And here's some corn. This little broccoli, it's not heading yet, but it won't be long. So, some more beans. There's some baby beans. I'm not pleased with the production of, this is like a dwarf type bean for containers, and they just don't produce like I think they should. Of course, it's in the shade again, so you're going to get less production than if it was in a sunny spot, but I still think it should be better. So I'm going to try a more full size. There's a little pepper here that's bloomed, so we'll see if we get any peppers out of this. And that's pretty much it. Some dill here and there. This one's fallen over and gone to seed, so I'll probably have dill all over the place later. Just mow it with the grass. So that is the July garden barrel progress, and my goal for next year is to add some more barrels out towards the sunnier part of the yard. That one corner over there probably gets the most sun of any part of our place, so that would be the best place, I think, for tomatoes and peppers. But all in all, I'm pretty pleased. With a regular garden, by now I would have quit weeding it and it would just be full of weeds. I haven't had to spend hardly any time cutting the runners off the strawberries, and picking produce is really all I have to spend time on. So I am really enjoying these. If you want more information about them, and we have a how-to video on how to build these, go to our website at www.half-pinthomestead.com. Thanks for watching.